Coming from Reuters, China's DeepSeek to make permanent 75% price cut on flagship V4 Pro AI model. Well, I guess this is good for the customers. It does beg the question of the valuations of these AI companies, though. So basically, DeepSeek, right? DeepSeek produces models, and you can connect it to them just like you would with OpenAI or whatever else. They have been cheaper than OpenAI and Anthropic up until this point in time, and it looks like that they're cutting the price by about 75%. And this is one of the reasons I highly question the valuations for these AI companies when you look at the cost of tokens absolutely plummeting, right? So when I started using the OpenAI API, a while ago, right? It was something like, it was like a fifth of a penny per 1,000 tokens, right? So about a fifth of a penny per 1,000 tokens. 1,000 tokens is about 750 words. And so that's basically where you were at, right? So if you wanted to use 10,000 tokens, it was going to cost you about 2 cents, that type of thing. What's interesting, if you take a look at OpenAI and a lot of these other companies at this point in time, not only do they have better and better models at this point, but the cost of the models has come down just to an insane degree. I do think with OpenAI at this point, like input tokens, it's something like 40 cents per million tokens. So we talk about a million tokens. From what I have been informed, that's like the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy plus a couple of additional books. So you can input all of that into OpenAI for like 40 cents, which is absolutely insane. And what you have to understand when you're using these tokens, you're only billed for the actual number of tokens that you're using. So if you're just asking much smaller questions, it means you can get a hell of a lot of questions answered for basically about 40 cents. And that's one of the reasons why I truly question the valuation of these AI companies at $1 trillion. Because think about this. If it's 40 cents per million input tokens, my God, how many tokens have to be inputted into their systems before they start getting revenue that makes $1 trillion to begin with make sense? We have to understand with these companies, when they're IPOing, this is supposed to be the lowest their company will ever be valued on the public market. It's only supposed to go up. So the token utilization that they are going to require to hit the revenue metrics to make $1 trillion make sense just is abjectly insane. At the exact same time, it appears that token prices keep going down. And so we see this with China's DeepSeek. If they're cutting their token prices even more, basically, we're going to start getting to this whole race to the bottom on token price, where I simply don't see how this holds up, $1 trillion valuation. If we take a look at this, there's not really a lot to say here. China's AI startup DeepSeek will make permanent a 75% price cut on its flagship V4 Pro AI model, keeping prices at a quarter of their original level, the company said in a statement. DeepSeek did not disclose whether the permanent price cut was due to increased supply of Huawei's Ascend 950 chips, which it used to maximize V4's performance. So that's one of the things over in the China world. Again, over in China, they're not allowed to use our NVIDIA hardware for a lot of things. And so Huawei and other companies have been producing AI hardware over there. And so that is starting to hit the data centers more and more. So it does seem as more and more of the Chinese hardware is able to hit the data centers, we're going to start to see these Chinese AI companies be able to move faster and faster. The company cut V4 Pro API cost to between 0.025 and 6 yuan per million tokens. So about 0.0035 to 83 cents, depending on usage type. From 0.1 to 24 yuan previously, the statement said, a token is a unit of text processed by the AI model. So basically, if you're talking about the company cut cost between per million tokens. Okay, so if you're looking at this, so this is a set. So we're talking about a third of a penny for a million tokens. Somewhere between a third of a penny to 83 cents for a million tokens. And so, how this all works out if it does vision. So vision, There's different things that these models can do. A lot of these models are what are called multimodal models, so they can do different things. They can analyze voice, they can analyze images. There's different qualities of the models. So that's one thing you'll hear, like with OpenAI. OpenAI has like flash models or nano models. Like there's a nano model, so that's like the smallest, fastest model, and then there's the full frontier model, right? So that's probably what they're talking about here. But I just want you to think about this for a second. A third of a penny for 1 million tokens. 1 million tokens. To process the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, plus a couple of additional books, for a third of a penny. To be clear, that's going to be the Flash and the Nano model. So that's not going to be the best model, best part of the model, right? But still, even up at 83 cents per million tokens is just absolutely insane. And so this is where we see the cost of AI just plummeting. And as I say, that's where I can't grasp where these trillion-dollar valuations are even coming from. And remember, a lot of this, so the business use case for the American AI companies, the Chinese companies actually don't seem to have their heads quite so firmly up their asses as the American companies do. The idea with the American companies, when they drop to it being 40 cents per million tokens, the idea is agentics, these agents, right? And so the concept is that these agents are just going to continuously be burning tokens. So if I ask a question of AI, that's going to cost nothing. That's going to cost just a sliver of a penny. That's not going to get them to $1 trillion valuation. So the idea is you have these agents, and these agents are constantly working in the background to perform some services for you. And the concept there is that those agents are just going to burn a tremendous amount of tokens, right? So that's where they talk about, like with Claude. So with Anthropic Claude, they've talked about banning harnesses using Claude. And that was the thing, is using OpenClaw or whatever else. These agents are simply running in the background, and they're using so many tokens, it's just bankrupting Anthropic, essentially, and that's why they banned the harnesses. The issue that you run into with this whole thing is that the way so many of these agents work are so fundamentally inefficient. It's that whole thing, right? If technology, if a resource is basically free and you have all these geeks that want to play with it, they are going to find the absolute least efficient way to burn as many tokens as possible, right? Once people settle down and they start figuring out how they actually want to use the agents, and at the end of the day, the agents are just not going to be using that many tokens. And so that's the weird thing that we get into with the money in this AI world. Is how do you get from a third of a penny for 1 million tokens to $1 trillion valuation? How do you get from 40 cents per million tokens to $1 trillion valuation? How do you get this as the cost of tokens keeps plummeting? It just doesn't make sense. The math doesn't math. They're making 2 plus 2 equal $1 trillion. Eli, what you gotta understand is 2 plus 2 equal $1 trillion. No, it's not how math works. That's not how math works. So anyways, what do you think about this? What do you think about DeepSeek? Literally going to be charging a third of a penny for 1 million token processing, at least again for certain things. What do you think about OpenAI at 40 cents for 1 million tokens processing? Do you have any idea how this maths up to $1 trillion valuation? I don't know. Put your thoughts down below. If you like these episodes, do remember they are on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link is in the doobly-doo. And if you want to follow me on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn is down there too. With that, see y'all later.